Now we will discuss normal distribution curve. Data is shown in the form of various curves. It can be normal distribution curve, which is called symmetrical curve or asymmetrical curves. So we'll discuss this session according to following learning objectives. First, we need to define what is normal distribution curve, why it is important, what are various characteristics, and what is skewness. In the end, we'll summarize the session. So, what is the definition? Normal distribution curve shows continuous frequency. So you need to remember continuous frequency. And remember, data is infinity. Data is continuously changing. Data is continuously spreading. So normal distribution curve can be defined as it shows the continuity of frequency or continuous frequency of certain data. And which data? Infinity data. Why it is important? Because we assume that dependent variables naturally close to symmetry or they are symmetrical. We assume that dependent variables are symmetrical or variable which depend on independent variable like effects. They are symmetrical. They can be distributed in a symmetry. This is the importance of normal distribution curve, that it shows dependent variables. It shows spread of dependent variables. So normal distribution curve shows the continuity of data, continuity of dependent variables. So in the exam, this is a common question. Out 9 out of 10 times, examiner asks, draw and label normal distribution curve. This question, remember, 9 out of 10 times. So you must know how to draw normal distribution curve. Like we have drawn this. 0 is the midpoint. Always remember, positive numbers are on right side. There are three numbers which are used in normal distribution curve 1, 2, 3. And negative numbers are on left side, minus 1, 2, 3. So we assume that this is symmetrical or bell-shaped curve. We must know the characteristics. In exam, it is asked, draw and label and what are various characteristics of normal distribution curve. This is smooth. As you can see that it is smooth. And bell-shaped. Number 2, bell-shaped. You must remember these characteristics. And number 3, right side is mirror image of left side. Both sides are equal. So you can write right side, it is mirror image of left side. Plus, always remember it never touches baseline. Why it never touches baseline? There must be certain reason. Because data is infinity. We have mentioned data is infinity. It is continuously spreading. So it never touches baseline. And in normal distribution curve, mean is equal to median, which is equal to mode. These are the characteristics. Plus distance from 1, as you have mentioned that there is plus 1 and minus 1. Distance from plus 1 and minus 1 is 1 standard deviation. Distance from plus 2 and minus 2, we can write this in this way, is 2 standard deviation. And distance from 3 and minus 3 is 3 standard deviation. Plus 1, we can write plus 2, plus 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. This is 3 standard deviation. Like you can see that distance from 1 and 1 is 1 standard deviation, 2 and 2 is 2 standard deviation, and 3 and 3 is 3 standard deviation. 1 standard deviation covers 68% of data. Remember this, 2 standard deviation covers 95% of data, and 3 standard deviation covers 99% of data. This is a common university MCQ. So remember, 1 standard deviation is equal to 68%, 2 standard deviation is equal to 95%, and 3 standard deviation is equal to 99%. We usually take 95% class intervals. This distance is called class intervals, and usually in stats we take 2 class intervals or 95% class intervals, so which shows 2 standard deviation. These are the various characteristics of normal distribution curve. How you can remember? It's a smooth, bell-shaped. Right side is mirror image of left side. Mean is equal to median is equal to mode. Remember, it never touches baseline. It's a common university MCQ. Why it never touches? Because data is infinity. Then 1 standard deviation is equal to 68%, 2 is equal to 95%, and 3 is equal to 99%. But data is not always symmetrical. Curve, there may be skewed curve, right skewness or left skewness. It depends on mean. There can be right skewness. Right skewed curve, mean shifts towards right. This is mean, this is median, and this is mod. So in right skewness, we can say that mean is greater than median and greater than mod. When mean becomes greater than median and mod, this is right skewness. You can take example of infant mortality rate. In infant mortality rate, or infant mortality rate shows right skewness. Mean is greater in infants, or mortality is greater in infants. So when you will be asked that infant mortality shows right skewness, remember this. And in right skewness, mean becomes greater from median and mod. What is left skewness? When mean becomes less from median and mod, there is left skewness. This is mean. Mean shifts towards right side. Mean tilts towards right side. Mean deviates towards right side. This is median and this is mod. And what is the example? Cancer at old age. So this is right and left skewness. It is also asked in university exam. What is skewness? Skewness is shifting of curve. Or asymmetrical curve is called skewed curve. It can be shifted towards right or it can be shifted towards left. So there is right skewness and left skewness. If mean increases, it is right skewness. But if mean decreases, this is left skewness. You can see all the curves. This is symmetrical curve. This is right skewness and this is left skewness. You must remember these diagrams. So now we will summarize this session. We have discussed what is normal distribution curve. What are various characteristics of normal distribution curve or various features of normal distribution curve? So I will revise again for you. It is smooth. It is bell-shaped. It is symmetrical. Right side is mirror image of left side, means right side is equal to left side. Mean, median, mod, they are all equal. And also remember, total area of curve is 1. Total area of normal distribution curve is 1. It never touches baseline. One standard deviation is equal to 68%. Two standard deviation is equal to 95%. Three standard deviation is equal to 99%. One standard deviation means that distance from +1 till -1. What is meant by two standard deviation? Distance between +2 and -2. It is 95%. In stats, we usually take 95% confidence limit or class interval. Gap between two limits is called class interval. And three standard deviation is equal to 99%, or it covers 99% area. Or we can say that distance between 1 and 1 covers 68% area. Distance between 2 and 2 covers 95% area. And distance between +3 and -3 covers 99% area. Then curve can be skewed, curve can tilt. It tilts according to mean. It sees where air is going, it turns towards that. If positive numbers are increasing, mean tilts toward right side. If negative numbers are increasing, mean tilts toward left side. Or we can say that when mean becomes greater than median and mod, there is right skewness. Curve shifts towards right, like infant mortality rate. When mean becomes less than median and mod, curve shifts toward left side. Right skewness is called positive skewness cause it tilts towards positive numbers. Left skewness is called negative skewness cause it tilts towards negative numbers. Example of negative skewness is cancer at old age. So that's all.